Welcome back, everybody, to Newsline, and you're looking live here in Washington, D.C. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelenskyy is in Washington today for a series of high-level meetings with lawmakers. He met with senators this morning. He will be meeting with President Biden soon. Zelenskyy's visit, of course, comes as Biden seeks additional aid for Ukraine, but it is tied to border security as well. Let's bring in our panel to discuss today's big visit and everything that is on the line. Our panel is Daniel Lippman, the White House and Washington reporter for Politico today, and also Gene Valentino, a GOP political strategist and insider, host of the Grassroots Truthcast podcast, and the former county commissioner in Escambia County, Florida. Gentlemen, welcome in.
Thank you for having us.
Bianca.
Absolutely. Gene, let's start with you. Obviously, it's going to be a busy day, high pressure day. There's $110 billion that Zelenskyy wants to bring home. And obviously a lot at stake here. Many say that the funding for Ukraine now, we have to finish the job. We have to make sure that Russia doesn't go forward, especially with its ties to Iran, Hezbollah, Hamas. What's your take on where this may go today?
Well, thank you for having us. And Bianca, my concern is, I've always been concerned about our foreign allies, and Ukraine is at the top of the list right now. But where has the money gone that we've sent them already? I ask for a complete audit or a revelation of transparency on all funds that the United States has given Ukraine. I'm concerned about why so many Ukrainians have left the country. Good, hardworking, military, fighting men, and why Lloyd Austin has to threaten more funding by using Americans as boots on the ground, as your prior guest had mentioned, to remedy Ukraine's problem. Where's Ukraine stepping up and doing this on their own first? And why are they not being as transparent? And why is our own Congress and our own financial defense department not being transparent in showing us where those funds are?
Well, there's been a push for transparency for months, but now, as it works, as you know, in Washington, Daniel, it comes down to the last moment, right? Just right before. We'll see if it can be averted. I do want to play a little bit of Zelenskyy speaking at the National Defense University yesterday, and this is his pitch again for aid from the U.S. to Ukraine. Let's play this.
The whole world is watching us, observing what destiny other free nation could face to live freely or to be subjugated. Ukrainians haven't given up and won't give up. We know what to do, and you can count on Ukraine, and we hope just as much to be able to count on you. When the free world hesitates, that's when dictatorships celebrate.
So it's tied into, as you know, border funding as well. And, you know, Mitt Romney came out, Daniel, and said, you know, yesterday, why don't Democrats get the job done? If funding for Ukraine's so critical, do whatever it takes, get our border fixed. Somewhat of a logical statement.
Yeah, the administration is really caught in a tough place because they don't want to do all of these restrictions on asylum to stem the tide of people coming in to our country illegally, because they have a progressive base that elected Biden to be less draconian on immigration, but they also want to get a deal done and they don't want to leave Ukraine out to dry. And so I think they feel like they want to, thread this needle, and maybe it won't be $50 billion to Ukraine, but $25 billion with kind of fewer restrictions on immigration.
Well, we're hearing the numbers, and they are historic every day, the number of folks crossing our southern border, as you know as well, Gene. And it's a serious concern, especially when it comes to our own national security.
Yeah, I'm concerned about the volume of people coming across the southern border. Why is it so hard for people to rally around our need or resist rallying around our need to protect we Americans? We historically, as far as the history books tell, show America as a benevolent governance that's done well, whether you're in NATO or not, ergo Ukraine right now. We have done a lot of good in the world. We need people to step up and help protect America, whether we have a strong administration or not. The southern border is loaded with thousands of people per day just bleeding in over the line, and our budget process doesn't seem to want to address that issue. Why are we giving such carte blanche to Ukraine? I'm not saying they don't need the money. I'm saying show me proof you need
It's a
the money.
balance, yeah. And when you have FBI Director Christopher Wray sounding the alarms in Congress as well, many saying it's not a matter of if, but when, serious concerns. Gentlemen, we got to leave it there. Appreciate your time and your analysis. We got through a lot. Thank you so much, Gene and Daniel. See you back here soon.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Bianca.
Thank you.